I don't know any cool guys.
Hey, you've worn that shirt before.
I wear the same 3 shirts.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna make an official podcast shirt.
I need to adjust this lighting. Whew, sorry everybody.
Is that
Yeah,
is that Home Depot merch you're wearing?
I think so. Those
Yes, I got.
glasses are definitely Home Depot.
No, the glasses are Oakley.
Oakley, what did you spend like $600 on those?
No, after insurance they were 90,
Oh wow, that's not bad.
so not too bad. No, no, not
Yeah,
bad.
my insurance only covered like a certain amount on mine, and I think it's like $300 on them. Sucks. I think next time I'll buy
It's
them online.
that's what I think I
Well,
might do with another pair.
you look like you work in the tool section at Home Depot.
Yeah, yeah, tools.
Tools.
Is it
It's
because
on
I
your
am a tool or?
it's on your foot ankle.
No, you look like you work in the tool section.
You
I'm
and
the tool
I see
section.
all these
a
commercials for
tool.
like Home Depot, and they're like, "Oh, we'll help you," and it's all people my age who are helping.
feel like
I'm like, "Oh,
I don't know if you've ever been to Home Depot, man. Those people are worthless. I'm sorry. Shout out to all the
yeah."
Home Depot people, but I talk to anybody in that store, they have no idea what's going on.
Why are you giving them a shout out if they don't know what's going on?
So
Because,
at
you
least they're
know,
not asking for tips yet.
yeah.
Ooh,
Well, now they try and push
sorry.
the stupid credit card on you when you're checking out.
Everybody's got to have something.
I don't know, man.
So
I'm waiting for
let's see.
I'm waiting for my bank teller to start asking me for a tip.
Ooh, I can see perfectly fine to the screen. I don't need to wear these for this. All right, sweet.
There you go.
I might need to be able to read my phone, but let's see. No, I can do that. Sorry for anybody listening that doesn't know what week and a half ago I got glasses. So
Yeah, is that what it was?
yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. I
nice.
wore them. I got them on a Wednesday. I wore them all day Thursday, and Friday I had a migraine that was just
Oh yeah,
I was worthless at work, and it
they
was
actually tell you, like my doctor told me when he first gave them to me, to wear like off and on like every couple hours for the first few days.
no.
Yeah, same here.
I've been wearing them here and there, but I'll tell you what, those LED headlights I put in my car. Oh, I didn't realize they were so damn obnoxious.
Oh no, are you one of those guys that like blinds everybody coming at you?
I didn't think I was, but obviously I am.
Like
They
they're
are.
okay if you
They are.
like angle them right, right? Like if you realign them or whatever.
Yeah, the problem. Sorry, I'm adjusting my headphones and everything because the new glasses. The problem with mine is because my Jeep has projector headlights, so LEDs don't really work too well. And hey, there you go. They don't really work too well in the projector style headlight unless you clock them a certain way.
Oh,
Um, but I was also noticing that instead of having my headlights, kind of okay, maybe more straight on like that to more of a straight, it looks like mine are kind of angled up a little bit. So at least my brights look like they're angled. My brights look like they're angled, like up where I'm flashing up, to get the Starship Enterprise or something. So I just need to go to a wall and screwdriver and adjust everything. But
now do you replace the whole lens as like a whole assembly, or just the like the bulb thing you insert?
mine's just a bulb. I think most newer vehicles are just bulbs. So I did my fogs and my headlights. I should
Nice.
have done my fogs in yellow because I hear yellow with snow and stuff like that are much better.
Yeah, but it's
So,
like gonna be April soon. Like, how much more snow are we gonna get?
oh, I've had
We're
these
getting snow
for
tomorrow.
What? No, you're
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
yeah.
Eric,
Let's see.
you're getting snow too, right?
We're supposed to get. Let's see if it'll pull up real quick here.
Michigan's supposed to get like 8 to 10 inches.
What?
14 inches of a wintry mix is expected. That's according to my iPhone app.
Jesus.
14 inches. No, thank you. It's time to move somewhere else.
You're the one
This
who went
what
up
this
there.
It's better than where you guys are.
I'll give you
Better than
that.
Illinois.
Okay.
Not much, not much, but
Oh yeah, they're only
it's
calling for like 2 inches tomorrow. Psh, whatever.
oh yeah. That's what she said.
Giggity.
So yeah, lots happened since the last time we re-recorded.
Oh, yeah, I got the Rona. Well, I don't know that I actually got the Rona, but daughter had the Rona.
You
So
definitely got it. You both
yeah,
had it.
I think it's one of
Probably.
those things where like you just if you're sick and you got something, you probably have it. Like, why would you go test? It's like she already tested positive. It's in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go put the mark on the door, the mark of the plague. No one's gonna come around. It's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Yeah, and
quarantine yourself from your office at home?
Yeah, dude, I did like that whole weekend last weekend. Like Christina would like not. She like pretty much left me in the computer room, and then like I literally slept in the bedroom by myself. She like didn't want to come near me.
Sorry,
What's
it's
going
really
on with
hot in here.
Magic Mike on the episode?
Yeah, Jesus, there, Eric.
Magic Mike extra small.
We could put the tips in the Patreon jar down there, and people
Yeah, buy me
Patreon jar.
put them on the glass, Eric.
buy me money to put my shirt back on, or buy me coffee to put my shirt back on.
Get your daddy a Pepsi.
Yeah, right. No, I'm working against having man boobs, but that's a whole nother story.
I've just fully embraced my man boobness.
I tell the wife all the time. I ever get saggy man boobs, I'm jumping off a roof. It's not. Nope.
Like a chicken
So-
coop roof?
Yeah, like
Probably.
it'll be like
Although
that whole
my
like
man-
6 feet to the ground. Eric from the top rope.
Right. I was watching an interview the other day with actually Mike Tyson and The Undertaker.
What?
Hotbox. It's called Hotboxing with Mike Tyson, which, no offense, it's Mike Tyson. I that's pretty.
Yeah,
dope,
that sounds pretty
and it-
cool.
And it was The Undertaker, and he was talking about his match with Mick Foley.
Yeah,
Um,
Hell in a
they
Cell
did
where
that
he,
cage-
yeah,
I think it was
1999 Hell in a Cell. He threw him off the roof of the cage.
He threw him off the roof. That was, I think he said that was planned, and he was worried that he killed him during that match.
Yeah, because he landed on the
threw-
announcer table, like right in front of the guys.
I think if I recall right, that was planned. But when he fell through the
Yeah, the actual top of the cage.
the top
Yeah.
of the cage, that wasn't planned. And I guess he like broke his back, broke.
Didn't
his
he
hip,
like fall on
all-
the ladder or something too? He like as he
Yeah.
came through. Yeah,
Yeah, like that wasn't planned, I guess. And so I was just like, whoa, shit, okay.
that man had a family.
But that was that's a neat podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
where'd he go?
Oh, he's gonna go eat dinner. He said he'll be back.
Well, okay. That's a neat podcast. I was watching that a little bit, and then I started watching one. Actually, I can cross this off my list since we're talking about it. I started watching this guy, Tommy G, on YouTube. He does videos where he was with the Kia Boys in Milwaukee,
What?
like to learn about them and like just what they're about, stuff like that. He was with a gang in St. Louis where they messed with him a little bit. Not like physically or anything like that. They seem real cool with him, but he was with the Crips in LA. And they were saying, ironically, when he was doing this one with the Crips, I started watching that because I was watching the preview.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
block with Crips. Nice.
Yes, and he's in that, and they were saying that this is old school like rules, but a dude was standing there in Crip territory wearing red. Now, I don't know about you, but everything I've been taught about Bloods and Crips is if you're a Crip, you're wearing blue. You're not supposed to wear like the other
Yeah.
side's colors. This dude's standing in Crip territory wearing red, and they were saying that that's kind of old school rules. That's not like a current thing. You can pretty much wear what you want, so to speak.
Didn't they do a thing where like they had then because like a lot of them got in trouble for doing it like in schools that they resorted to using like handkerchiefs in like the pockets, so it's either like blue or red.
That's why Snoop Dogg, when on the Super Bowl last year, he wasn't allowed to wear a blue handkerchief. But if you look at his outfit, his outfit was blue and looked like a handkerchief.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he still kind of repped, his guys.
Guys,
there.
that's right. He's from the
but-
streets.
But it was real, watching this, hearing these people talk and stuff like that, and it was really kind of, interesting to hear and to learn. And so I've been enjoying watching his videos. But I came upon it with this Tommy G stuff. He was talking about the mole people in Las Vegas. I guess there's mole people.
Oh, they live in the
In the
aqueducts.
tunnels.
Yeah, the aqueduct
Yeah,
system. Yep.
Yeah, and
They had that issue, was it like 4 or 5 years ago when they had that heavy rain that came down from the mountains? And
Probably.
like they had a lot of people that died because they didn't get out and that just like basically flooded. Because I guess it never, like they never get much rain in there. So people literally live in the tunnels. There's like a whole ecosystem and everything.
Yeah, I guess they can go so far down that there's some people that haven't even seen sunlight.
Yeah, there's I was actually talking to one of the guys at the office out there, and he was telling me that they had a big problem where, what was it? They were coming up in one of the areas right where they were building the new football stadium. I guess there was like an aqueduct, and they were coming up because it was basically disturbing essentially their habitat. And they were attacking like the construction workers. They were stealing shit off the construction site. And like literally they had to have the like cops go in with like riot gear and like
like the mace guns or something.
Well, they said they used fire trucks with hoses, and they basically went in and like hosed them off to like hose cannon, water cannons to get them out of there.
Yeah, the one actually kind of I bring it up because didn't you play paintball with a guy named Wheels?
Yes. Well,
Like an old army guy?
No, we called him Wheels because he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I actually don't remember his name because that was at the old, it was the new Challenge Park when they had that whole skate park thing and they had just opened.
Mm-hmm.
We were out on the speedball field. It was like Ross, me, Philippe, and a bunch of the other guys. And literally this guy, like, it was like right by the parking lot, and you could basically pull your car up to it and like stage out of the trunk of your car. So we were just in there playing, doing some practicing, and it was like a bunch of like bunkers. And this guy pulls up in this like little sedan next to the cars, and he's like, "Hey, my buddy wants to know if he can play with you guys." We're like, "Yeah, whatever, why not? Who cares? We're just practicing." Yeah. He goes and he gets his buddy out of the car and he busts out a wheelchair. And he's like, "You don't mind?" And we're like, "Dude, all right, like whatever." I mean, this is like in like grass and dirt and shit. We're like, I don't know what good he's gonna do. That guy was out there, man. He was wheeling with one hand and holding the gun with the other, and he had like a backpack full of paint on the back of the chair. And he'd get behind a bunker and he would just lay down fire like crazy. And anytime he needed a refill, he'd just yell out paint. And like one of us would run over and grab like a new pod for him out of his backpack. It was hilarious to see the guy do it. It's like props to him for playing that way, man. Like you love doing it and you didn't want to stop. More power to you.
Well, this one guy said he was a disabled Army veteran that his nickname was Wheels. He was in a wheelchair.
Could have been him.
That was from Chicago, and he's been there about 9 years in Vegas.
It's entirely possible. That guy, because I mean, dude, that was what? That was 2000? Because I was still living in Aurora at that point.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty close to me, so it's got to be. I mean, that was already 20 years ago, 23 years ago.
So I was curious, you got to watch it and see if the guy looks familiar.
Yeah, that was at the Crips episode?
No, that was Mole People in Las Vegas.
Tommy G. Huh?
Yeah, it opened your eyes. And then I guess there's a Scab City, is that what it's called? Something, and I think it's Arizona, out in the desert, maybe Nevada. I don't remember.
I thought
people that kind of want to go off grid.
Yeah, Slab City with no laws.
Slab City, Slab City, where it's just people that kind of want to go off grid and
Punk Rock Fight Club. This actually looks pretty cool.
I didn't watch that one yet. I meant to watch that. I actually had to do some work. I was in between. This week was spring break for the school, so
Yeah, Christina's out of work next week. They got on spring break, so
Yeah. So I was there by myself, pretty much, just
finishing up shit.
kind of running around doing what I could. Unfortunately, we had a electrician there on Monday, which that just completely threw my entire day into a tizzy.
Oh yeah.
He showed up at 12:30 because we had a bank of outlets in a classroom.
Oh
go
wait,
out.
this week you're off, right?
No, we were off
Next week?
this week.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
So today's the last day of spring break. Okay, I got you.
yeah. So we had a bank of outlets go out. I'm up there. I'm looking at the breakers, tracing wires. Me and one of the other guys spent like 3 hours just trying to figure out where all these wires went and blah blah blah. And it's like I got no idea. We got the sniffers. We got you know I had busted my meter out. I mean, we were just couldn't figure it out, so we called the
Yeah.
electrician. um, Probably about 2.5, 3 hours in, he's like, I don't know. I don't know why this is out. Breaker that it's supposed to be is fine. The wires are fine. He's like, I can't. I don't. He's like, I don't know. He's like, we have two more options. He's like, I can continue going and trying to troubleshoot it because I mean, let's say two wires came loose and you know then they reconnect and start sparking and something catches on fire and the building burns down. Or I can just go from the breaker and rewire it to from the panel and rewire it. I'm like, I know what's proper, but let's ask the person with the money. So I got our business manager involved, and then we looked for another. I don't know. It was like 4:45, and it was like
Yeah.
we went through every piece of electrical on that side of the building. We're like, I don't know. I'm like, at this point, just rewire it. Just move along.
Yeah.
Just do it. We're like 3 hours past where we should be. So
Well, yeah. At
and
one point you got to cut your losses, and it's like probably just cheaper and quicker
Mhm.
to say
Yeah.
redo it than it is to try and hunt down and fix it.
I mean, we should have done that at 2 o'clock, 2:30, whenever he came down. But
Yeah.
honestly, we should have done it when he showed up. Because I mean, what he did for 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever he was, I did. Me
Right.
and one of the other gentlemen. Because I involved one of the other gentlemen, our IT guy, because he's been there for like 50 years.
Sure.
So he knows the building a whole lot better than someone that's been there for
Yeah.
like two. So so it was So that was a pain in the ass and just threw my day off.
Nice.
Oh, here we are. So let's see.
I didn't get any
Dan-
emails or anything, so I don't know.
I got a whole bunch of nonsense to talk about.
Awesome.
I'll save that one for Dan when Dan gets back, if he gets back.
You should come back, he said.
Patty Melt actually told me this a couple days ago, yesterday. She brought it up today because we were listening to a little Bob Marley.
Nice.
Did you know that Bob Marley's dad was a white guy from Britain and his name was Norval?
What?
Bob Marley's dad is a white guy from Britain.
Norval Marley. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
1885. Holy cow. He used to play church music in Germany. What? That's messed up, man.
Yeah. Like one of the biggest reggae stars on the planet. And you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Wow.
He's part whitey, which is wild. It's
I could see how he looks like his father, though, looking at this picture.
I haven't looked.
I just Googled Bob Marley's father. It comes right up.
Yeah. Did you know that OnlyFans has a TV station? Or OnlyFans TV?
What? Like on cable or?
I think so. I'm not sure if it's just online or Bert Kreischer on April 1st is going to be roasted on OnlyFans TV.
What? How the heck?
By the way, Bert Kreischer, if you're ever listening or watching, Your stuff cracks me up, man. The Machine is his claim to fame, but yeah, he's awesome. We watched Razzle Dazzle the other day.
Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, it's his new thing.
I watched oh god, what was it? Probably last weekend before. What was that movie with Kevin James? Here Comes the Boom.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh my god. You know, and I realized I was watching it. Kevin James is actually like an MMA, like he knows MMA. Like he actually fights. And like his scenes in the movie, I guess, like he wanted to do like, you know, as real as possible. So like a lot of his fight scenes and stuff, they did that. It was like him doing all of it.
It must be like that new Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I thought it's Gyllenhaal, isn't it?
Is it Gyllenhaal? It could be. He, you know how he did Southpaw, which was a good flick.
Yeah.
He's doing I think it's a Roadhouse remake.
Like the Roadhouse with
Patrick Swayze. I think it's a remake, but one of the last UFCs, they in between the fights or something like that, they did like he was getting into the ring, like he was going to fight. He is absolutely jacked out of his freaking mind in this.
Wow, yeah, it's coming up 2023. Amazon, huh?
He's jacked. He gets in great freaking shape for this movie. And he was in great shape for I'm sure for not Morbius. He was that Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Far From Home, No Way Home.
Yep. Yeah, when he was the other Spider-Man or whatever.
Yeah, and Southpaw, when he did Southpaw.
What surprised me, I was looking at the what is it? Not the Untouchables, the one with Sylvester Stallone and all those guys.
Expendables.
Stallone, he's what, like 70 years old now?
Mm-hmm.
That guy does not look like no 70-year-old man. He is ripped.
Mm-hmm.
And people said that, like, out of that whole group in the first movie, like all the big names that were in that. So you had like Stallone, you had Schwarzenegger,
Arnold, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Willis. You had all the wrestler guy. What the hell was his name? Steve Austin, was he in that?
No, it wasn't Steve Austin. Oh no, Randy Couture was in it.
Yeah. Like all out of all those people, like
Jet
on
Li.
the set. Yeah, on the set, they said Stallone was probably like the buffest guy there, who like did a lot of his shit like himself too, because he wanted to keep it. He broke his neck on the frickin' show. I saw during one of the filming scenes. Like they threw him into a table or through a wall or something, and he broke his neck in like 4 spots. And like he just kept on filming.
that definitely puts a good light on at our age now. I want to preface this. Not for kids, not for 18-year-old kids to I'd say even 30.
Yeah.
35, somewhere around there, because that's roughly when your test starts dropping. But you know, HGH test and probably, you know, some extra, you know, go juice.
Yeah.
It definitely shines a light on that, and I think it's now that I got these stupid things, I think, and this salt and pepper nonsense, I think it's time to definitely look into it, because it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting into it. My big thing I got to get into is freaking cardio to get my lung capacity back up, because asthma and COVID, fuck you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed my as I'm getting a little older. Now, don't get me wrong, my nutrition since COVID has been trash.
I think we've all put on the COVID 20.
No, I've been fluctuating depending how poorly we eat. I'll fluctuate. Yeah. Before COVID, I was 198. The most I weighed during COVID was 220.
God, I wish I weighed 220.
And I'm currently around 205, depending.
I mean, I got to say I've been pretty good. I think since
this doesn't help.
What was that?
The Coke doesn't
Oh,
help.
well, I got water. I'm drinking the Liquid Death berry
yeah.
water, berry water. So it's actually awesome. I like Liquid Death.
Mhm. Liquid Death, if you're watching,
Yeah, hit us up with a sponsorship. They released a
yeah.
new watermelon flavor. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'll have to probably order it.
I'm not a watermelon guy. Well, not. I like watermelon itself. I'm not a fan
Dude,
of
like I've been
watermelon.
drinking Liquid Death since like it's gonna make me feel old. But like when they only had water, they didn't have any flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's like Death Wish coffee. I've been drinking
Yeah.
Death Wish since 2010, 2011. I don't know, somewhere around there.
I mean, I think since like I've been pretty decent though, because like I think back to like, pre-COVID even, like I was kind of the same, and I've just been fluctuating around like 250 to 260.
Okay.
I there was a couple points where I was a little over 260, and my doc is like, you got to do something. And like, I stopped drinking Coke and stop eating all the sweets, and I'm usually fine.
hmm
But then like an
Yeah.
idiot, I get back on the bandwagon again anyway. So
Usually, not usually, but I would say 70% of the time, I'm not a flexible dieter, but I understand the concept of flexible dieting. A lot of people use it, which is as long as you eat clean, like 80-90% of the time, you have that cookie. It's not going to hurt anything.
well, yeah, I mean, in reality, it's all about your caloric intake and your output. So like if you're
Mhm.
constantly taking in, your 2000 calories a day, but you're not doing anything and living that sedentary lifestyle, you're going to
You're not
gain weight.
burning.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not
you're not
burning it.
burning 2,500 because you figure 500 calories is roughly a pound. So
Right, but even then, like, if you're like, even over the winter time, I'm always a little bit less active, because like in the summer I'll get on that bike and I'll go 10, 15 miles easy in an hour,
yeah.
and I may burn that off, but it's like I eat and I probably put it back on anyway. It's like I don't, if I wanted to lose weight, I got to really get in the habit of like, don't eat as much, don't snack, don't do all that crap,
No, that's
and
actually
continue
false.
to do the
That's actually
working.
false. That's actually false. If you want, just if you're going to have snacks, you eat more, but eat more frequently. You have your rice, you have your
Right, but don't
your
like overdo it. Yeah,
have servings. Have a cup of rice and a couple chicken breasts, and then in
yeah,
between have some cheese and almonds, or um, cheese and I don't know, like beef jerky, stuff like
yeah,
that. Like if I really wanted to go like scorched earth, etc., I wouldn't cut my calories down. I would bump them up a little bit. I'd bump my protein up, because you figure, I gotta remember, I gotta get this right. So pardon me if I screw this up. It's been a while. You want about a pound to a pound and a half of protein per day, per pound of body weight. Excuse me. So
okay,
if I wanted to be 220, I'd have at least 220 pounds, 220 grams of protein a day.
right,
Uh, Carbs, it's half a gram, and I think fats is the same way. Half a gram of protein, or half a gram of carbs. If you want to lose, if you want to gain, obviously carbs help build, so have more carbs.
yeah,
Um, like post workout, if I'm eating post workout, depending what I did, if I benched heavy, squatted heavy, or deadlifted heavy, I'll eat whatever I want, and it's because your body's just going to take it and go, whoop.
right.
It's going to use everything because you're blowing out your glycogen. Um, but rest days, just don't eat cupcakes and Twinkies.
Yeah, that's my
Don't be
problem.
afraid. Yeah. You're gonna tell me about it. I love cupcakes and Twinkies. But lean meats, fish, chicken, steak, shrimp, seafood, stuff like that. Um, there's things also you can do. Like there's low carb breads, where
Yeah.
if you want to cut your carbs down and kind of go like more on a keto style diet or a carnivore.
Well, that's the
you know,
thing. The sugar is all the carbs that get converted to carbs. It's like that's what does it, really.
Post workout, you want simple sugars. You want
Yeah, but I don't like, you don't want it all the time, like all day long. I don't want like a bowl
no,
of cereal in the morning. I don't want,
not
a
post workout.
4 or
Rocket.
5, freaking Cokes by the afternoon. It's like, yeah, that stuff all
Yeah,
adds up.
Yes, yes, yes. Like post workout, if you have, what did we used to have? We would get some sort of simple sugar, and that helps the uptake of all the stuff too.
Right.
That's why, a lot of multivitamins, oh, there's sugar in it. Yeah, but that's how they're shuttling the nutrients into your body.
Sure.
Some will use capsaicin, which is just black pepper, then that'll help shuttle it too.
Well,
But,
it's kind of like
a lot
the
of
same
guys,
thing where a lot of the pre-workout and everything, they use like a lot of the stuff to do, what is it?
nitric oxide.
Yeah. Or like even with like medicines, there's what's the one with caffeine? It's like one of the Tylenols, like the migraine, because it delivers it faster because it gets you up and going and gets your body, the processes that deliver all that stuff to where it needs to go quicker.
Yeah, there's chip tip blah,
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
there's tips and tricks and things like that you can do. What I've actually been curious about, I want to try that vertical diet from Stan Efferding.
The vertical diet.
That one seems interesting. Stan Efferding knows he's
The hell's the
pretty
vertical
damn
diet?
knowledgeable. It's just what he called it, But he's got his Monster Mash and he's got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll buy the book and then actually follow it and then report back. Because I did when I first started on my weight loss journey, I hey, there he is. I was under
He's back.
Corey Maselli. Those were my trainers.
Okay.
Corey was in the group of guys there, guys and girls, excuse me, because the one gym we were at in Aurora, I would say I when I left there, I was benching over 430, squatted 600 plus, and deadlifted
Jeez.
about 5.5. And I would say I was probably middle to lower of the pack. And that is, I took the men and women and put them together. I was in the bottom.
Wow.
Like we had Corey was deadlifting 1,000 plus, Barzine was benching 1,000 plus. Matt Manuth is just a monster. The Lily Bridges were there. If you don't know who the Lily Bridges are, look them up. Eric was one of the top rated powerlifters in the world.
Damn.
So, I mean, there were some just absolute monsters that were there.
That's crazy.
If you've ever seen a video where a guy is he's buff, bald guy, his name's Tom Finn. He's on a boat, like doing overhead presses with like fireworks going off around him. That's Tom Huck Finn. He was one of the guys there. He slammed into the Red Bull machine at Barbell Central.
Jeez.
So that's the kind of craziness that went on at Barbell Central. So
wow.
Bunch of monsters. But Dan, nice to see you back.
He's sad because all his teams are losing in the March Madness.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not good. Everybody lost.
I'm watching the Princeton and Creighton game right now.
I watched a few of those, and they're just throwing up bricks left and right.
So yeah, I got on in the background. It's muted. It's like every once in a while I'll look at it.
I never got into it.
I wonder if I can watch it.
I'm not really into it either. I just go to NCAA.com. That's what I do, and then just click on the bracket.
It's like a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, I don't. But like
Creighton versus who?
Princeton. Number 6 Creighton, number 15 Princeton. Man,
here we go. I got it.
I see Purdue got knocked out not that long ago.
Well, yeah, in the first round.
Yeah, weren't they?
Oh, did you see there's a new Diablo coming out?
Yeah, Diablo 4.
It's out right now, the beta. Oh,
yeah.
It's only on Xbox?
Yeah, there's I don't know if there's a cow level this time though.
There should be.
You guys drinking in there alcohol? I got really sick in that game. I don't know what it was. Madness. Like the cow level of March Madness. They'll run around on the court, moo moo.
Yeah,
hey, it'd be like donkey basketball up here. That's
my god.
That one restaurant can sponsor it.
Which restaurant?
The Eat More Chicken restaurant.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I like a good
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A cow level.
Chick-fil-A
like a
cow
good
level.
Chick-fil-A.
Brought to you for March Madness.
Yeah.
Eat more chicken. That's hilarious. How'd the donkey basketball thing? How'd that work out? Like, that seems like they would just tear up the floor.
I did not realize that they were actually going to be riding the donkeys.
So is it kind of like polo, but with the basketball instead?
Sort of. The donkeys did pretty much what they wanted when they wanted to, and it was hysterical. I mean, I think the score we left. The 6-year-old wanted to leave just before the third quarter started, and I think the score was like 6-2 or something like that. I mean, it was because the donkeys just, like I said, they did what they wanted.
That's
People
hilarious.
were actually riding them. I am glad that was not on my gym floor at the school, because
donkeys wear like shoes, like horseshoe type stuff, right? Don't they?
Yeah,
Like
I think
Nike?
they had specially.
Oh.
I think they had specially
Nikes.
designed ones for their hooves.
They had to pump them up.
No,
They got the little thing on the tongue.
Yeah, I was
Air
just about to say,
jackass.
Oh
I
my
think they were
god!
Reeboks. I think they were Reebok pumps.
Number 23
So-
wearing the new Yeezys.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Adidas jackass.
But yeah, it was definitely. I didn't know what to expect. I'm glad I went because it was fun. I got to spend quality time with my 6-year-old, so it was definitely fun. But I did not expect them to actually be on the donkeys, riding them and doing that. It was
Yeah, that seems a little weird. You said it was like teachers and like policemen and firemen?
The first quarter, it was it teacher versus teachers? At the high school, it was teachers versus teachers, and then no, teachers versus fire and EMS. So cops and
Yeah.
The volunteer firefighters, stuff like that. And then the second quarter, or the second half, third and fourth quarters, were current FFA members and like retired or older FFA members.
Free for
Okay.
all? What is FFA? That's Future Farmers.
Future Farmers of America. Yeah.
Freedom
not
Fighters of
free for all.
America.
Quake,
It's the
free
first
for
line
all.
of that's the first line
So
of
they were-
defense against the invasion.
They were
The Red
tasing
Army.
The donkey. No, I'm kidding. They weren't actually tasing them. They had
Don't tase me, bro.
They had no like whips, no tasers, no nothing. So I'm sure that's probably why the donkeys pretty much did what they wanted and pooped and peed
But donkeys are small, right? So it's not like you can ride it like a horse, right?
yeah, they were on them like a horse. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Donkeys aren't that small. Like, what are you thinking of?
I don't know. Like I'm thinking like when you go to like see like a pony ride, aren't those like small? I don't know.
Just
I mean,
before-
if you were sitting on a donkey, your feet would probably touch the ground.
Like just straddle it.
But people like me, I don't know that it would.
There was a taller guy there, and his feet didn't hit the floor. But that's also the donkey that just before tip off, like they were lined up to tip off. 2 of them were facing the opposite way, so it was booty to booty. And then one of them decided, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna just lay down and go to sleep."
What?
And it sat there and laid down and like closed its eyes and went to bed.
With the person on it?
No, the guy got thrown off because the donkey kind of rolled like, get off me. I'm kind of tired of you.
Donkey bucked him off. That'd be awesome.
Kind of was just like, yeah, there was, I think one did buck. I should have got some video, but I got pictures. But
You should
I
have
went to a
streamed that
donkey
shit, dude. Like
basketball game, and it was definitely an experience. I'll just leave it at that.
that's
I'm very
cool.
glad it wasn't on my gym floor. Very glad.
The donkeys didn't wear like diapers or anything, right? So they just pooped and peed right on the floor.
Just pooped and peed right on the floor.
Wow.
There was
As
a
nature
guy in a
intended.
clown suit to go clean it.
Oh my god.
It was hysterical, and it was definitely out of the norm for a Friday night.
Yeah.
So it's
Is this like a regular thing they're gonna do now?
I think they do it once a year. I
It's
think.
pretty
I
regular.
don't know.
Like other towns have like football to look forward to. Yours has got the donkey show.
Donkey. Yeah, right. What'd you do Friday? I went to a donkey show.
Friday Night Lights with the donkeys.
I was talking with
Chicken,
one of the dads.
MMA.
Oh yeah.
I was one of the dads that I know. We were sitting there. He's like, "This was not the donkey show I would ever,
Oh
ever
my
thought that I
God.
was going to see." I'm like, I hate to say I agree with you, but yeah, I never thought I'd go see a donkey show. Period. But yeah,
Wow.
if nobody knows what a donkey show is, go watch Clerks 3, and then that'll clear it up. So I'm not going to explain it.
It's basically a female on a donkey.
Yeah, I was trying to not go there, but okay.
There's a Clerks 3? There's a Clerks 2?
Yeah. 3
Yeah.
just there wasn't 3 the one that like just came out like during the
Was it
pandemic.
Clerks 3 or Clerks 2? Clerks 2. I thought Clerks
Clerks
3.
4.
No, was Clerks 2?
Clerknado.
when they
Clerks
were moving?
2. Clerks 2. It's the sexy
Clerks
stud.
2.
The Clerkening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in what's it in the sexy stud? Yeah.
Kinky Kelly and the sexy stud.
That's it. Yes. Okay, Clerks 2. Excuse me. Go watch Clerks 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
I
3
didn't-
like just came out, didn't
Yeah, Clerks 3. Man, Clerks 3 had me tearing up a little bit, man. That messed me up a little bit.
2022 last year. Wow. Jeez.
Just kind of like I watched like a spoiler on Picard season 3, the episode that came out 2 days ago. I teared up a little bit. I was just
What?
like, holy shit! I was like, they're doing what? How'd they what? Huh? It's the old cast, so it's
They brought Spock back.
it's kind of yank it. Actually, ironically, I don't want to give a spoiler, but
Spock.
they're going.
They went out and found his little casket floating around in space and brought it back.
Brought
They're
back
going.
Scotty.
They're going through like an Area 51 where they keep like the Daystrom like important stuff that's under like lock and key,
Sure.
and they're walking past like a locked sort of, yeah, they're walking past like a locked, it's not a cell but kind of like a cryo freezer or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's a locker, and it showed a human spine, and it shows on the bottom James T. Kirk, and it's like,
Oh,
wait, what? How, you huh? Now that you have
OG.
the technology to put the human body, the human consciousness into a positronic body,
Yeah.
you tell me you're going to bring Captain James T. Kirk back? He's going to be an android. It's going to be like Data.
He's gonna be like Lore.
1960s William Shatner android, or
Yeah, they could put Lore or put him
like
in the body of Lore.
1989 William Shatner.
Would they put him in the body of Lore, or would they put him in like B4? Because there were 3 like Datas.
So you bring up a good point, and this is going to get into like the whole multiverse territory now that we're in with like Spider-Man and all that shit. Because if they have the ability to put the consciousness into a body, isn't that what Noonien Soong or whatever did to make Lore and Data? Was supposed to be his consciousness?
No, I think they were just androids.
So they were supposed to be like self things. They weren't like built in his. They were built in his image, but not his mind, mental capacity. So why couldn't they put his capacity, or why couldn't he put his own mental capacity into another android?
I don't. Who, Data?
No, Noonien Soong.
Noonien. I don't think he had that capability. Although in one of the episodes of The Next Generation, they did that. One guy uploaded his consciousness.
Yeah.
I forget the it's going to come to me. But the Doctor did that. He uploaded his consciousness into Data, and they did that in season 1 of Picard, where Picard died, so to speak, but they uploaded him into an android. So the current Picard in the series, if you haven't watched it, is an android. He's not human.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a Star Trek nerd, so I.
So why couldn't they do that with Noonien Soong or James T. Kirk?
Yeah, and they showed that they had him on file, and I was like, what the huh?
They had him on.
And then
what about Zephram Cochrane? Why don't they bring him back?
They probably could. I
mean, I'm sure that guy would be like, he'd be a perfect guy to bring back to do all kinds of sciencey crap.
But all he did was develop warp. He didn't.
Well, but he started basically the basis of what is now the Federation and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's
he started. Yeah.
Without him, there would be no Federation. There would be no Data. There would be no Worf. There would be no, Counselor Troy. I mean, none of these people would. Well, they'd exist, but they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't be interacting with us, at least for due to that. So, because wasn't that the whole thing? Is he created the warp drive? Somebody detected the signature and came back to see what it was.
The Vulcans.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Because they wanted to stop it, right? Wasn't that their whole thing, or they wanted to steal it or something?
No, I thought they just wanted to see. They probably figured. I think that's kind of like the Prime Directive, where
they couldn't interfere.
They couldn't interfere until they were kind of at a certain point.
But see, there's no Federation, so the directives weren't around.
No, but the Vulcans were. And maybe the Vulcans kind of had that.
Yeah, they were. I guess they were kind of peaceful, weren't they? I mean,
yeah, they're pacifists.
Albeit dicks, they were pacifists.
Well, if you look into some of the other ones, the other histories, the Vulcans had a violent past, but the current Vulcans that we know were pacifist.
But wasn't that because they were enslaved by somebody or something like that? Or
I don't remember. But yeah, it's good. I like that episode so far. I like this season 3. I was reading the comments, and I wasn't the only one that had a tear coming, holy shit. And everybody was commenting on it this is what we wanted Picard to be. To kind of have the Next Generation cast kind of just making us feel like we're kids again.
Yeah, I should probably see if I can watch those. Maybe I'll cancel my my Amazon subscription and get HBO or Paramount instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. So I'm excited to finish watching the new Picard.
Is this the last season?
Yeah, it's the last season. Yeah, so everybody probably dies, but they get on the USS Titanic. USS Titanic, and then all of a sudden, the Borg come and wipe everybody out. Speaking of the Borg, we were talking about that drink.
The Borg, yeah,
that Borg drink.
It's like a mix of all kinds of crap that the college kids are doing.
It's made with half water, half vodka, a caffeinated flavor enhancer, and a dash of powdered electrolytes.
What?
It's been hailed by many students on TikTok as the hangover-proof party staple.
But people are getting aren't they getting alcohol poisoning from it because it's a gallon jug that they just chug?
Probably. Just don't drink a gallon of freaking, vodka,
Well, what's vodka, 120 proof?
I don't know. I think depending on your vodka, because different whiskeys and bourbons are different proofs too.
Blackout Rage gallon. Yep.
I don't know about you. I don't know if I would do that, but I am curious if anybody has a hookup with this. Please let me know. There's something called Mad Honey from the Himalayas. It's got hallucinogenic properties and some other insane health benefits. I want to try a little bit. Joe Rogan was talking about it.
Himalayan Mad Honey. Huh.
Anybody's got a hookup or knows how to get it?
Mm-hmm. You can buy it on their website here. Himalayan Honey.
Maybe I need to look on the internet. What do you guys think?
$68 for an 8-ounce jar. What?
Yeah, I guess it's real kind of a pain in the ass to get to.
Well, I mean, what's that coffee that's shit out by by apes that people pay like $1,000 for.
The elephant poop coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, like come on. I mean, whatever.
I'd try a cup of that.
At what
Anybody
point
wants
does
to send me a cup
it
of
just
elephant
get
poop
outrageous?
coffee? Anybody wants to throw money into the Patreon for us to get some mad honey, or elephant poop coffee.
I'm gonna take a hard pass on elephant poop coffee.
I think elephant poop coffee is where I draw the line.
Is that where that fuck around and find out scale happens?
I think that's where COVID started.
Yeah, it wasn't no lab, man. It was people drinking elephant poop coffee.
Elephant poop coffee.
I'll be patient zero. Elephant poop coffee and
now if you mix it with your Borg, and you do a TikTok challenge to see who can drink it while climbing up stacked milk crates, then I'd pay to see that.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. I'll do a lot of dumb stuff, but that's not
or drink the Borg and the mad honey elephant poop coffee concoction, and then try and run through the salmon ladder from the ninja.
Can we just try to run? How about we just try to run? If it's got hallucinogenic properties, just try to run. Period.
Could you imagine, like just taking that shit and just being in the middle of nowhere? Like who figures that out? Like who's sitting there in Nepal, finds like a beehive or wherever the hell this stuff comes from, and is like, I'm gonna take it, and then starts freaking out and goes and runs down the mountain or something. Like what the hell?
And then you go back up to get more.
Yeah, you bring your friends up there.
Yeah,
you're like, dude, check this stuff out.
I'd still try.
I don't think they do a lot of running on the mountain.
I don't know. It seems like it'd be kind of like they live up there. Isn't that their thing? Like,
yeah, but do you ever see them running? Aren't they always in they're herding sheep and
Sherpas? Yeah, I guess.
Praying. Yeah. They probably make some in their tea one day, and and the goats looked funny after they had their tea.
Oh God!
Oh, hey, whoa, no, let's not go there.
And now you have
I'm pretty sure my listener or our listener is going to chime in when I ask this question.
Okay, what's the question?
If anybody else is listening, watching, whatever, and they have a response to this, let me know. Let us know. Comment in our Facebook group, Twitter, whatever. Comment below. What's the superior Girl Scout cookie?
The one with the coconut.
Purple box?
Is it the Do-si-do?
Yeah, the purple box.
Samoa, yeah.
The Samoa, yep.
Yeah, it's got the chocolate, the caramel with the coke. Oh man.
I hate coconut, but Samoa's all day.
I would say those or Thin Mints, but they got to be frozen.
Did you know that different areas of the country sell different versions of those cookies?
Yeah, right, but they're still like they're not called Thin Mints, but they're still Thin Mints, right?
Yeah, it's like if you get Cheerios at Jewel versus Cheerios at Aldi.
Yeah, but they're still Cheerios.
They're still Cheerios.
Patty Melt chimed in. She sent a text instead of coming. She's a Thin Mint gang.
What is it?
Up.
What is it?
Thin Mint. She's a Thin Mint.
That's right.
Samoa, fight me.
Thin Mint, Samoa. Those are probably my top two.
And PSA, if you eat a box of Thin Mints, it won't make you thin. You can ask me how I know, but I'm pretty sure you have.
I swear to God, dude, those things are like crack.
What? No, I was talking about me only.
Careful what you say.
Where's the meatloaf?
Even though she's not going to open the door
back over here. Meatloaf!
Patty Melt.
Eric, meatloaf!
Patty Melt, meatloaf!
Patty Melt! Oh, excuse me. So.
It happens. I'm tired of these Subway commercials. Can we make them go away?
Oh my.
Can that be a listener question?
I'll be honest with you, dude. So we made the comment about the frosting on the Pop-Tarts.
Mhm.
I want to know why the hell cough medicine tastes like crap. Like it
With
hasn't
capital N,
changed.
small
It hasn't changed in like the 47 years I've been alive. It still tastes like shit.
Do not mess with my original Green Death flavor NyQuil.
Like we've got the
Dennis
ability
Leary.
to.
I know, right?
We've got
That's
those
my
freaking
favorite.
berries that like change the flavor of shit. Like why can't you make cough
What?
medicine that tastes good?
Fucking berries.
You leave my NyQuil
gooseberries?
alone.
No,
Dennis
the was it the not the acai berry? It's like the magic berry, whatever the hell it is. It's
Elderberry?
like no, you
Elderberry?
eat it, you eat it, and it makes everything sour taste
Father
sweet.
smells of elderberry.
Elderberry.
It makes everything sour. Yeah, what is it? Oh, what the hell is it?
Aren't those Sour Patch Kids?
Let's see, what's it called?
Does it come from the poop of an elephant?
No. They call it the miracle fruit, the miracle berry. Syncypalum dulficium. It's an evergreen shrub of the family blah blah blah, grown for mild fruits that make subsequently eaten sour foods taste sweet. Native to tropical West Africa.
Why even screw around with that? Just have mad honey hallucinate a bit, maybe sweat it out, and call it a day.
That'll work, I guess.
Good segue there, huh?
Mad honey. Rub a little mad honey on that bitch.
Where's mad honey from?
Nepal?
Nepal.
Oh, which one is that? The elephant poop?
No, elephant poop's like from Africa, I think. Yeah.
No.
Right? Is it next to the miracleberry plants?
And next to dingleberry plants, yes.
The dingleberries.
Did you know that they're? Where are they doing this? I was watching this the other day. They're cloning the woolly mammoth.
Yes, we talked about that on like the first or second episode.
They've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, there's actually a company that's they've got the technology and they've got funding, and it's actually like backed by like some big YouTuber.
Backed by a YouTuber.
Yeah, like he invested in it.
A major company. And
they got like all kinds of funding. Like they have like hundreds of millions of dollars already, like in funding. But
they need to make that happen soon before the monkey uprising who can make their own tools.
Yes, because that.
No, we don't need to make that happen. Then they will hop on those damn woolly mammoths and do that to charge into battle.
Oh shit, you're right.
Then we got to
fight them on donkeys.
Right.
And then we got to fight a damn woolly mammoth.
You got to fight monkeys with weapons and woolly mammoths now. Like, no thanks.
We're gonna need that damn T-Rex 577 or whatever it is to just be able to take shit down. I mean, come on, no.
That's funny.
We'll send in our army of Wisconsinites on donkeys.
It doesn't matter, because when all the banks fail, we're not going to have any money left anyway. We're going to be fighting ourselves.
Yeah, probably.
Fine. I have a sword. I'm ready.
Oh, speaking of that, I was involved in a crime scene. Patty Melt, me, and my father-in-law.
Wait, what did you say? You were involved in a crime?
We were involved in a crime scene.
What?
Last Saturday, yeah. We were at the range, and we were packing up, getting ready to go, and my father-in-law noticed this guy kind of stumble back and just kind of be like, ooh. I was reading on not the scanner, but like a different page. Shell casing like went down his shirt or something like that. And he didn't take it and put that down. And I guess he shot himself. And because it was a gunshot wound, it became a crime scene.
Oh.
He shot himself. It was accidental.
Yeah.
I mean, that's poor gun ownership, but that's a whole nother story. But
so the casing went down his shirt, and you didn't put the gun down?
Yeah, I guess he just didn't put it down. And I'm like, they're like, nobody can leave because the cops are on their way. We're like, but we didn't do nothing. All we did was just, hey, this dude's kind of screwed up. So
where did he shoot himself?
Yeah, in the crotch.
I don't know where. I don't know where. We didn't see any blood and nothing, no clothing or anything. So,
Sounds sketchy.
yeah, it was interesting.
Is this like did they extend the definition of shot himself? Like,
Yeah.
did a bullet enter his body?
I don't know. I
Did
know
he, like,
they
graze
were,
himself.
it must have just
Yeah.
grazed himself because there wasn't like, pools of blood or anything. So it must have just grazed. But yeah, they had him sat down. The guys at the range officers, they were awesome. They pretty much grabbed him, put him in a chair, and started
Wow.
working on him to if there was any bleeding or anything like that. They were great. They were on it like that.
Well, I'm sure because either the guy, like, if he's either trying to harm himself or harm somebody else, you definitely don't want anything else to go on.
Yeah, exactly. Although trying to harm someone else in a gun range where everybody's armed is
Oh well,
probably not a smart
I
idea.
mean, if someone makes that idea, it's probably they're not thinking that far ahead anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You're probably not in the right state of mind anyway.
No, not at all. Speaking of not being in the right frame of mind, do you know I told my therapist the other day told me to write letters to the people I hate and to burn them, but nobody ever told me what to do with the letters.
Wah,
wah, wah.
I want to know. I want to know why it's taboo to ask a woman if she's pregnant, but you can ask him if it's okay to ask them if they've lost weight. Like, aren't you kind of implying the same thing anyway?
What?
Like, if there's
sensitive,
wouldn't you be
words.
offended? Wouldn't you be offended if somebody walked up to you and be like,
congratulations.
I tap you in the gut, be like, hey, too many cupcakes there, buddy?
I guess I would be, but like, why do you think that people are still more receptive to be like, oh, how you doing? Nice to see you. You lost some weight. Like, would you call me fat? Like I was fat before? Like, I mean,
no, I think that on average people want to feel like
good about themselves.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Makes them feel good about themselves.
Okay, so but why can't they feel good about themselves if they're overweight or pregnant anyway? I mean, who cares?
Because that's not how society works.
Society sucks.
It's about being
36, 24, 36.
Yeah.
Cosmo Inc.
Oh gosh, yeah. Way to go, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Beauty standards. I mean, if you ever watched the Tyra Banks model show, Top Model, they would take all these girls that were just beautiful and turn them into the same girl. They'd all come in, look beautiful, long hair, and then they'd all cut their hair short and make them look the same. It's like now you're just taking away, Stephanie and Angela and Michelle, Tamika, and Tanya's individuality.
Did you just name all the people from what the hell was that song?
Quad City DJs, yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
But no, it gave me a good set of names. But now you're taking away their individuality and turning them into the same beauty standard that you're setting, and then you're going to complain about it.
Who's complaining about it?
There's a lot of that on the internet.
Okay, so I mean, technically, then you're basically enforcing Islamic law on them, because isn't that their whole thing where they make them all wear their little get-ups and their hijab and all that stuff because they want to put them on the same level?
Tyra Banks is enforcing his
I never thought of it like that.
I mean, how is that any different than what they're doing? I mean, well, okay, they're killing women who refuse to do that. I get it, but like, I mean, they're enforcing beauty standards, aren't they?
America's Next Top Hijab.
You might be honest.
Anybody that's got a problem with that, I did not say that. It was that one and that one. I have no.
I'm dying over here. Oh my god!
Those women who went on America's Top Model, they wanted that, right? They weren't made to do that.
Well, okay, I guess, but then why are they the same ones that are turning around complaining about all these standards that people are trying to uphold everyone to, and how it's not
Because they're trying
body
to keep their 15
positivity?
minutes of fame
If we
going.
could answer that question, I'm pretty sure that we'd be rich.
We need to get top men on this right now.
America's Next Top Men.
Top
Dan,
men.
you're the prime minister. I want somebody on this right now, please. Can you get a
What are they
team
working
together?
on? What is this team working on?
I don't know, it's Eric's idea.
Tell me on the idea.
Body positivity.
Body positivity?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Eric's got two daughters. He needs to make sure that they're positive about their bodies.
One
is 6
with
the elimination of cell phones. 2.
Do you think Sesame Street promotes decent body positivity?
I haven't watched Sesame Street in probably a good.
Does Dora the Explorer? I don't know what do 6-year-olds watch these days.
40 years.
They watch TikTok.
SpongeBob.
Peppa Pig, right? Peppa Pig's another one.
Some Peppa.
Caillou?
Oh God, no, Caillou! Jesus.
We don't watch that.
That guy. Thailand. Get rid of him.
I'll throw myself off a roof. We start
whiny little brat.
But
is Arthur still on? I thought they canceled that or they ended that, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe. A lot of Baby Shark in my house.
Oh my God, Baby Shark.
Shimmer and Shine. That's another one. We started watching Reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton the other day.
Oh, the new one?
No, the old one.
Oh, he's got like a new podcast where he reads.
The OG one. Just because.
There's a show that we used to watch that had a sloth living in a tree.
Oh,
gotta get them watching Fraggle Rock.
Oh, was that wasn't
I liked that show.
That wasn't HR Puffin stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, It's a Big World from the guy who made Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh.
I don't remember either of those.
He features Snook the Sloth, who lives in the World Tree.
Yeah. I want to live in the World Tree.
Hell yeah, dude. Like I totally want to be a child.
Like
yeah, that's right. Eat some magic honey and live in the tree, dude. What the hell kind of weird fever dream is that?
Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting time. Have to get some mad honey.
We should go to New Mexico and do one of those peyote things.
Can we do that in like?
Yeah, I don't think you need to go to Mexico.
Wyoming.
Yeah, just go to like an old Indian reservation, right? Like tribal lands, don't they do that?
What is what is the word I'm trying to say? Like a
isn't peyote just weed anyway?
A find yourself thing, like where you go.
That's not the walkabout. That's I know what you're talking about.
Ayahuasca?
Like a cleansing, spirit cleansing. That's what we need to go on.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, were you going to Hut? The sweat lodge.
Yeah, some peyote and some sweat.
You think we could broadcast from there?
Magic honey. Totally.
Podcast from inside the lodge.
It doesn't matter, but I would totally be covering up my camera.
Yeah, probably right.
You don't want. No, I'm not. Well, I smell like sweat and peyote. I don't want that. No.
I think if you're eating some of that magic honey, though, it probably wouldn't. It would all just kind of fade away.
Could you imagine if it opened up the pores more and it hit you harder? Oh,
turns into one of those like, dude, where's your car? Type in like a bad trip.
So I watched this the other day. This it's a Instagram account. Might be on Facebook. It's called Artly Coffee, like ARTLY Coffee.
Okay.
They have AI baristas.
Is this the one that does the barista bot? What the hell?
Can you get real coffee?
Yeah, it's real coffee. Yeah, they serve it and they make it. I don't know about serving.
It's a brick and mortar. It's like a
yeah.
It's like a Starbucks, yeah, or drive-through store.
Of course, there's one in Portland, because why wouldn't there be?
Where is there one near us?
Washington.
Starbucks. They're coming for you, Starbucks. Quit asking about tips.
Yeah, but slowly the workforce. What are these people going to do?
It looks like mostly West Coast, Portland and California, Washington. What was that? Did you see the one with the robot that's loading the crates onto the conveyor belt? It's like unloading. Yeah. It's like unloading like a truck. Oh my god, dude, that is like creepy because it's got those like backwards like horse leg fucking looking things, and it walks, and it's like, oh, dude, if I saw that thing next to me like in a warehouse, I'd probably kick it down the stairs.
UPS creepy as hell. For you. They're coming for you, Ups and FedEx.
Who was it? Mark Rober just did a video. He's that NASA guy that did the Glitter Bomb stuff. He did a video with that drone company, the Zipline or whatever. They do the deliveries via drone, where they drop a line and then the package like slides down it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw something about that the other day.
Yeah, it's like they did. They've done like 4 million miles across like New Zealand, the US, and UK or something.
Yeah, me and one of the guys. There's got to be a weight limit on those things.
Yeah, but like some of those drones can get pretty big. I mean, dude, like a Predator drone can carry hundreds of pounds of munitions. I'm sure once we get to that size, like they'll be dropping off like a refrigerator and shit in my front porch.
All of a sudden, you got care it's like Call of Duty.
Care package incoming. It lands on your neighbor and kills him. Puts a hole in his roof.
When Corona first hit, we talked about trying to open up a mobile alcohol delivery service. Like we'd go to the liquor store, load up on booze, cases of beer, bottles of whiskey, vodka, and you would, like an Uber kind of thing, order it online, and we had an RC car that would go to the that could deliver it, be an Uzi on it, so in case you don't pay, if you want your boozy, you better pay, otherwise you get the Uzi or something like that.
The boozy Uzi. What the hell? Why would you? Yeah. So you'd basically murder people if they forget to pay for their alcohol? What you're saying?
It was just us being a bunch of idiots. But
I don't think that would go over well on Shark Tank, Eric. I'm out.
Probably not the Uzi part, but the delivery of alcohol. I mean, we were during Corona, so people
now if you told me you had like an adult version of an ice. If you had an adult version of an ice cream truck that sold booze, that could probably go pretty well.
What is your
like basically at that point you've got a food truck then, really, right? I mean,
plays like 90s.
You need a special license.
Plays hip hop music.
Why does it gotta play hip hop?
Afro Man.
Because I listen to 90s hip hop.
Yeah, 90s hip hop music. We came to party. We came to party.
Yeah.
What a terrible music time.
Could you imagine that thing driving down your street? Oh. Like you hear that song and all the adults run out of the house. Oh, it's the booze man.
It's the boozy.
The boozy. And then right behind him is the ice cream truck playing his freaking Ears Hang Low song, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Do you change hands?
Some guy orders a keg.
They both play the same song, except one is that version.
One's got a little in it. It's got like a disco ball.
Oh my god. Underglow neon.
Oh god.
Christ.
That's so wrong. So I was told about some lingo the other day. God. Not mad lit, not mad lit on God.
No cap for real. Dead ass.
How's my drip?
My drip is clothes, right? That's clothes.
Am I drippy? How's my outfit?
That's my clothes. I know that.
Rowan, that one's for you. Thank you. But she told me, that's my niece. There's a new word for like cool. Saying merch.
Merch?
Like merchandise. Merch. Man, it's merch.
So I'm merch. I am mad merch with my drip.
My Drippy's mad merch. No cap, for real.
For real, dead ass.
Dead ass, yeah.
I went and got this drip looking for some merch. It looks pretty merch.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yo, dog, we heard you like merch, so we put some merch in your
Put some merch in your merch.
Ice merch.
Yo, dog.
Oh, your drip is dead ass.
Pimp my drip.
Yeah.
Pimp
No
my
cap.
drip.
Cap. I heard they might, or they're thinking about bringing back Cap. Speaking of Cap, for
What?
like Secret Wars
God.
or
Who's they?
Secret Wars, Armor Wars, or Kang Dynasty.
See, you can do that because of the whole multiverse shit. Like we've already done it with Spider-Man, so like you've already opened the door to anything being possible.
Yeah, and they're doing it in the Flash, right? They have Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah. The Flash
and
is
and Affleck too. Affleck's in that too.
But see, the Flash was different because, like, if you ever watch the show, the CW one with Grant Gustin, he learns to time travel by accident by just going so fast that he basically screws with the whole time continuum crap. And I think in like the comics, that's how he originally did it too. So it's like it's not like it was what's his name? The doctor from
Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. They knew to do that, but that was like a spell or whatever that they weren't supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Flash did it on accident, and he tried to correct it, which I think made it worse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, and Strange has now got the Eye of Agamotto or whatever. That's that third eye that popped up. So, speaking of that, I was actually, I had a Marvel question.
But wasn't that the whole thing with him at the end of Infinity War? When he said that he did his little thing, like that little trance state, where he saw every possible outcome and there was only one possible solution.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to basically snap everyone back.
Mm-hmm. Time travel, and Tony was the one that had to,
But like now he could go back and fix all that and bring him back, I guess, because the whole weird time shift stuff that happened.
Multiverse, multiverse. Get someone else, for another Tony Stark from,
bring him back from a different universe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was actually watching a video last week. Do you think if Odin was alive, like in Endgame, do you think Thor would have been like to Thanos, "Do you know who my daddy is?"
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
And do you think Odin could have beat Thanos? I think in the comics I think it's a general consensus that that's the reason that Thanos waited until Odin was dead, because Odin would have just been like, "You're done. Smack you like a bitch."
Yeah.
Odin die? Didn't what's his name? Loki killed him, right?
No. Odin died just, I think, of old age.
Well, so see, that's weird because Thor, Odin, and Loki, yeah, they're considered gods. Thanos is a Titan. He's not a god, at least not yet. Because doesn't he become the one or whatever the hell it is in the comics? He does.
Yeah, I think so.
He basically ascends. Yeah,
Marvel universe.
So like, technically, Thor should have been able to mop the floor with him.
Yeah, I would think so.
But he had the Infinity Stones, so that's probably why he.
Well, but wasn't that what the stones were originally for? So that the common people could fight the gods? Or was that was I don't remember what the hell the Infinity Stones were actually made for.
I don't know. Wasn't that the so you could run Crisis?
The butcher, the god butcher, Gore's sword.
I don't
been so long since I've read some of those comics, so
I haven't read any of them, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I would consider myself now just a regular MCU fan, not a actual Marvel comic fan, because it's been so long since I've even.
Oh, okay. So the Infinity Stones were created by the Big Bang and sent hurling across the universe.
Okay, yeah.
They're linked to different aspects of the universe created by the Big Bang from 6 different singularities.
I feel like the last few movies have kind of been haven't been big, right? The last Doctor.
Yeah,
I
What's his name?
liked it. Doctor
The
Strange. I liked
Ant-Man
it.
one.
I like the Doctor Strange.
Well, no,
liked
but it wasn't good. It wasn't on the same level.
It wasn't
And
like
then-
Endgame or Infinity. It wasn't like
Right.
Avengers, no.
Right.
But it was
And the
good.
Eternals.
Didn't see that. I've been meaning to watch that. I didn't watch Black Panther 2 either, but
That was good. I
Yeah.
liked
That was boring.
I liked the Spider-Man. I did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Spider-Man was good.
Yeah.
I think the only reason I liked the Spider-Man is because the 3 of them showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Tobey
like
Maguire.
they kind of did that whole meme where they were all pointing
The
at each
meme
other.
thing was, yeah. So that was neat.
Yeah.
So. But no,
The new Guardians looks like it's going to be good. Or the
Yeah.
last Guardians, I should say.
who's gonna die? Who do you think's gonna die? Do you think they're all gonna die?
I don't know. There's
more,
rumor that Rocket might, but like if you look at the actual like if you watch the trailer, there's like an extended, I think it's the Red Band trailer. He talks about how he's like, I'm sick of running and I don't want to run anymore. And he
Yeah.
basically stands his ground and he's like, I'm not going anywhere. And you know, they kind of like make it seem like, oh, he's not going to survive or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm kind of tired of all the superhero movies. Like I feel like it's just been 10 straight years of
Go
superhero
watch
movies.
John Wick.
Well, yeah, like the new John Wick, that actually looks like it'd be really good. That just came out yesterday, didn't it?
Came out today.
Yeah.
Today's the
Oh yeah,
24th,
today,
right?
24th. You're right.
Third one.
There's
I,
nothing really decent. Everybody's got like a part 2 or part 3 or something like
And I read a damn spoiler on it.
on Wick.
On John Wick?
Yeah. Sadly.
Oh gosh,
Do him and Lawrence Fishburne end up in the Matrix?
Lance Reddick comes back. I wish I was LeVar Burton.
Which is funny because they're John Wick and Lawrence Fishburne go into a train station. I mean, granted, Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus was never in a train station, but Neo was.
Just the phone ring. Tank, I need an exit.
Are they in the Matrix? Is that like after everything? Are they plugged back into the Matrix?
That's right. Their batteries. They're feeding the machines.
They're plugged into the Matrix. John Wick is not true. It's all.
So
in
it's
their head.
Neo. It's Neo who learns kung fu. I learned to be an assassin. Show me.
Yeah.
They killed my dog.
Yeah, exactly. Just what you need to do. I gotta watch John Wick 4, but yeah, I read a spoiler today and that kind of made me mad. So
Yeah.
is what it is.
What's the other one with who was the guy that played was it Drax or whatever from
Batista?
Yeah, he's got that new
Yeah.
movie where they're like in
The
a cabin.
Yeah.
That actually looks pretty good.
I'll have to look at that. What is that?
It's
Knock
some
at the
kind of
cabin
like
door.
yeah, it's something like him and a bunch of other guys.
It's
come
M.
upon
Night
this, like-
Shyamalan.
Yeah, it's a Shamalama Ding Dong movie.
I love those Shyamalama Ding Dong movies.
Yeah, I think they're good. I don't
Like
understand
Signs and all that crap. Those are awesome.
No signs.
Oh, I loved Signs.
movie.
Signs was
Signs
great.
is great. Yeah.
Awesome.
I still have
And-
trauma from that movie.
The one with the 2 that he did with that was a prequel to crap. I can't remember.
The Mist or
Unbreakable?
whatever.
No, Remember Unbreakable with Bruce Willis, and then he did the one
Oh
20 years
yes,
later?
Yeah, like
That was a
Unbreakable.
great movie.
What was the other one?
Glass. Was that what it was?
Glass was the last one, but what was the one in the middle?
Split.
With Split, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I never ended up watching those. Well, I watched.
Unbreakable is good, and so is Split.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, Glass is the one that just came out, 2019. Okay.
I watched that. I watched.
That was okay.
James McAvoy, is that his name? He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should watch Split. It's really good.
I have. I'll put that on the list because I got to do John Wick and John Wick 4 and Cocaine Bear. Still got to watch Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
What did I watch? I watched Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Cocaine Share.
Cocaine Share. But yeah. See, is there any movie stuff that I should? I saw a wild theory about Area 51.
Like the place?
Yeah. Area 51 isn't where all the wild stuff happens. Like that's not where they have all the stuff. But we are Area 51. We're living in Area 51, and Area 51 is where the exit is. That's why you'll get shot by walking in it.
Oh, okay.
So to speak.
So we're on the inside, basically.
We're in Area 51. Like we're in the terrarium.
Was that movie with the lottery, The Island, where they get picked to leave to leave wherever the hell's like some dystopian hellscape they're in?
Oh, wasn't that with Ewan McGregor and like?
Yeah, it was. I think it was called The Island, right?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, The Island. Yeah.
Yeah, with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yep, and Steve Buscemi. Yep, Scarlett Johansson, Ewan McGregor, Steve Buscemi, Sean Bean, and Michael Clark.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like they do like some lottery and they get picked to go to this wonderful paradise, and it ends up being like getting harvested as clones to keep people alive in the real world or whatever. But then they find out that they're all clones, and then they want their freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take my freedom.
Freedom. Yeah, right.
It's actually a pretty good movie. It's a mind fuck, man.
I watched this the other day. It was on the social media. It was on Instagram where guys walk up and ask somebody a question, and the question was to this girl, and they were at BYU, and the question was, "What's the craziest thing you've ever done?" She starts laughing and said she shook the bed for a soaking, and that's, I guess, a Mormon thing.
Shook the bed for a soaking?
Soaking. If you have sensitive ears, you might want to pause this or turn this off right now, or give us like a minute, 2 minutes to kind of discuss it. Soaking is where there's penetration without thrusting, and someone jumps on the bed to simulate it. Gets around the no sex rule.
What?
So you get, no thrusting. Someone jumps on the bed.
They call it jump humping.
There's no movement, no thrusting, and no orgasm. So there's really no point. But that's how they circumvent the no sex rule.
Life.
Yeah.
So that made me, if I had to hear that, now everyone has to hear it. I was reading that like the Mormon church and elders and stuff like that are like, we don't know anybody that's actually done that and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Apparently it's a thing. It's all over TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, great.
I don't have TikTok, so I can't tell you.
I just Googled it, and like the first 10 results are TikTok videos.
Of people soaking?
No. Like talking about it. Like, what is soaking? Is it real? Yes, I'm a Mormon and I soak.
Soak so hard.
Soaked me so good last night, baby. Oh, God.
Oh, just wait. If we get 15 inches of snow, just imagine the crazy crap I'm going to try to come up with tomorrow.
Oh, good Lord.
For next week's episode.
Apparently this is the thing. I'm not so sure I needed this in my life, but thanks, Eric. Whoever brought that up.
Well, it popped up on my Instagram and I was curious, so I looked it up and figured that was information I need to share with you. We're here to share information. We're here to make sure people are learned on their journey through
Wait a minute. There's a Mormon TikTok?
Seriously? I don't have TikTok, so I couldn't tell you. Ow. Sorry, my finger splitting from salt.
What?
I was moving salt bags.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Anyone else feel like a gas station hot dog when they rotate in their bed at night?
Awesome. I need to get those little things that like constantly rotate. Just keep me spinning so I don't overcook on one side.
Exactly. Yeah, right over there.
Oh my God, I'm like dying over here. I make myself laugh and it just gets worse.
So I heard this stat the other day that made me laugh, but it also made me question it. So this one's for the dude. This one's for the dudes out there. If there's anyone else,
I'm just a dude playing another dude.
Playing a dude.
I know who I am.
I love that. Tropic Thunder is a great flick. It said 7 out of 10 times when a guy goes pee, we flush before we're done because we want to try to beat the flush.
Ah, you're probably right there because I'm going to say I've done that.
Well, yeah, like if you go to urinals and there's like a little bee on there, like in the urinal.
It could be in the urinal.
It's kind of infantile, but I mean
like a bee, like a bug, like a bee, like one of those.
They like a little sticker in the urinal.
Oh yes.
Because it gives us something to aim at. Now you know what I think they should is have like those circus games where you shoot the water gun and fill up the balloon and
the top of the toilet
with a urinal. Kohler, Sloan,
that's hilarious.
Or whatever it is, you guys need to get on that because that would be hysterical. Probably wouldn't.
Oh my God! Like a little balloon right in front of your face when you're standing there, it just kind of blows up.
Not a balloon, but it fills up a little thing and then goes ding 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 ding.
Actually, what they should do is across all the urinals, they should have the horses like they do. And then when you're standing there with other people, you can race, and whoever gets to the end gets to pick the small prize off the bottom shelf.
I don't want the small prize off the bottom shelf because that's probably underneath. But you get like a spritz of Axe or like a stick of gum or something. You get the starting bell and the end bell, and it rings.
Yep.
Like at
like a carnival. I'm telling you, like a carnival game. That would be awesome.
Yeah, people start betting on it in Vegas.
Oh my God.
People bet on it.
You might be onto something. I'm sure we could probably get somebody to fund that.
A professional league?
What would you even call that? Piss racing? I don't even know what that's called.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
The water gun race game. So you'd have to come up with a name for it,
I'll come up with something a little more.
Oh my God.
Family friendly, and I'll get back to you on that one.
That is funny though.
I was watching another YouTube video where a guy was talking about, have you heard about planned obsolescence? You notice how things don't last
Light
as long
bulbs.
as
Light bulbs is the big one.
the manufacturers of this. Now, this is, I don't necessarily know if this is true or not. Didn't look.
Yes, they do.
The big light bulb got together.
Yep.
And said we need to lower the life expectancy of our light bulbs. Anybody whose light bulb made it past 1,000 hours got fined. So I didn't know that there was such a thing called big light bulb. But anyway, so they came up with the light bulbs we have that don't last very long. But what I thought was interesting, did you know that there's a light bulb that's been on since 1901?
Is that the one that's in like some museum somewhere?
Yeah, the Centennial light.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Thought that was interesting.
I just put a link in the WhatsApp for the Phoebus Cartel.
The Phoebus Cartel.
Yeah. It's controlled by the manufacturer and sale of incandescent light bulbs. They basically, it's all the different, it's big light bulb.
Uh-oh, now they're going to send someone to take care of us.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You want people to keep buying your product. You got to make it so it doesn't last.
Well, that's why everything wears out. You know what's the phrase? You're like, oh, they don't make anything like they used to because nothing lasts. Because they realize, hey, if we start making shit that lasts forever, we're not going to make any more money because eventually everyone's going to buy all our shit and we're going to have to start selling something else.
Yeah, like, if I recall right, there was rumored that, was it Ford, Chevy? I don't remember. One of the big manufacturers had an engine that never needed to have its oil changed.
Yeah, there was one. I thought there was one that said they didn't actually need oil.
Like gas power.
Yeah, it was all like self-contained and basically just a closed system.
Like I heard, who's got it? I should have paid attention and wrote it down, but there's a new transmission coming out where you can't repair it. They don't sell manuals on how to repair it.
Well, that's the problem that people have had with Teslas recently. Tesla refuses to sell parts to anybody unless you take it to one of their authorized dealer repair centers.
Mm-hmm. No cap. Merch.
That was the guy, Rich Rebuilds. He ran one of the only EV repair garages on like the East Coast for like the longest time. And he was basically calling Tesla and buying parts. Tesla refused to sell him parts. So then people are like, hey, I got to repair my battery pack or replace my battery pack. Tesla wants like 30 grand for it. He could do it for like under $5 just by breaking open the battery pack and replacing the individual cells. But Tesla won't allow people to do that.
They gotta get a corner of the market.
Well, look at any of the other EVs. They do the same shit. Was it when Prius first came out with their electric one? They were like one of the first ones. You couldn't, like, their battery thing only lasted like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Not yet. Soon.
I think they should start doing. My wife was saying. I think somebody was talking to her about it. I think it's United Arab Emirates or somewhere overseas. They basically swap battery packs. Like you pull in like a gas station, and in like 20 minutes, they just swap your battery pack out and you're recharged.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, no, because you think about it, you keep stock on hand, you keep recharging them. You could refurb them, send them back to manufacturers, whatever.
I kind of like that idea, actually. I'm not a big EV guy. I get the need, or not the need, but I get the idea behind them, and I like the idea behind them. I don't think they're viable yet, but
you could do it like a Jiffy Lube. You pull in, guy underneath the car, drops the pack, puts a new one in, zip, 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 you're gone.
I like that idea.
Now, granted, your manufacturers would all have to adhere to the same standard and whatever. Unless you stock unless there's one for each different manufacturer, yeah.
I mean, technically, we do that with like EPA and stuff like that. You still have to, adhere to, manufacturer EPA settings and et cetera, et cetera.
Because I mean, I think like if you had that kind of environment where you could do that, and you got like a quick connect coupler, something that could basically be swapped out and done in 10, 15 minutes, speed of an oil change. That's basically what you would do, and then you just stop, pop it out, maybe eat lunch while they do it, whatever. And then, the business could basically recharge them on site, maybe have a method of doing that. So they're always constantly, having a rotation of freshly charged batteries, or they send them off to get them remanufactured or something. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I kind of like that. Maybe that's something that anybody that's an EV, manufacturer might want to think about.
Dan's right. It'll never happen because nobody can make that much money off of it.
Exactly. Plus, the people who are already making money, why should they change?
Yeah, they'll be like, you got to adhere to our standards.
What's their incentive? You want me to do work? No.
No, but that might attract people that are like, no onto EVs, like hard no EV guys.
Yeah.
That might attract them to maybe think about it. Might soften their stance.
Yeah.
On it, because no offense, what's the one drawback to an EV? Mileage. But if
the range, but like the time to charge.
And time to charge. If you know that you're gonna go, you got to take a 200-mile trip.
Yep.
And you can do that on one battery. You just go, boom, have that replaced, and
in 20 minutes, I could. And if you get, like you said, you get some kind of system where it's
100 miles. You're done, and
yeah. And you have them dotted around just like gas stations.
Mm-hmm. Or have them back at gas stations where it's a service station again.
That could be, where they just added on to existing gas stations so you can cover both EV and internal combustion.
And petrol.
Mm-hmm. Petrol? You living in the UK?
I've been calling it petrol a lot lately, yeah.
Petrol
head. Go open up the bonnet. And then,
the bonnet and the boot.
And while they're working on it, you go over to the vitamin shoppy.
The vitamin shoppy, yeah. The UCK. Go over to the UCK. Let's see.
Oh my god. I swear I'm never going to get over this damn sickness. I'm down with the sickness.
How does Harry Potter tell the difference between a cooking pot and his best friend? Because they're both called Ron.
Oh my god.
Cauldron.
What the hell? No, you're fired.
What?
Don't hate.
I'm going to shut this down right now, dude. You're fired. That's it. We're done.
Why is I don't get it.
I need to put, when I make notes, I need to put what the hell
I
was thinking. Because I put Sigma male on here. That's a loner or a maverick. It's a male that occupies a position outside a social group hierarchy. Social or group hierarchy. It's a lone wolf or a maverick. Why did I put that there? What is the matter with me? I don't know what's going on. Why am I stupid half the time? And then I got a whole bunch of, I copied a whole bunch of stuff about top fuel dragsters. Do you know a top fuel dragster makes about 10,000 horsepower?
I did not know that.
Under full throttle, a dragster engine consumes 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of nitromethane per second. And a fully loaded 747 consumes jet fuel at the same rate with 25% less energy being produced. Wow. Holy cow. A stock Dodge Hemi V8 cannot produce enough horsepower to merely drive the supercharger on a dragster. Nitro meth burns yellow. The spectacular white flame seen above the stacks at night is raw, burning hydrogen disassociated from the atmospheric water vapor by the searing exhaust gases. Oof. Holy moly. I don't know why I copied this, but this is interesting, everybody. Dragsters reach over 300 miles an hour before you have completed reading this sentence.
That's really fast.
In order to exceed 300 miles an hour in 4.5 seconds, dragsters must accelerate at an average of over 4 Gs.
Wow.
The engine must only survive 900 revolutions under load. Holy shit. Top fuel engines turn approximately 540 revolutions from light to light. And
What?
including the burnout, the engine must only survive 900 revolutions under the hood. For some reason, I copied this Top Fuel Dragster stuff.
Don't they rebuild those like after every run anyway, right?
Yeah. Assuming all the equipment is paid off, the crew work for free, and nothing blows up. Each run costs about an estimated $1,000 per second.
What? In fuel alone?
No, that's just with crew and if the crew worked for free, assuming all the equipment is paid off.
Wow.
0 to 100 is in 0.8 seconds. 0 to 200 is in 2.2 seconds. 6 G-forces at the starting line. Nothing accelerates faster on land.
Ooh. Wow.
Aren't they like tens of thousands of horsepower too?
1,000, yeah. The current top fuel dragster elapsed time is 4.42 seconds. The
Holy
top
shit.
speed record is 337.58. Tony Schumacher.
That's crazy.
To put this into perspective, you're driving the average $140,000 Lingenfelter twin turbo powered Corvette Z06. Over a mile up the road, a top fuel dragster is staged and ready to launch down a quarter-mile strip as you pass. You have the advantage of a rolling start. You run the Vet hard up through the gears and blast across the starting line and pass the dragster at an honest 200 miles an hour. And the tree goes green for both of you at that moment. The dragster launches and starts after you. You keep your foot down hard, but you hear an incredibly brutal whine that sears your eardrums, and within 3 seconds, the dragster catches and passes you. He beats you to the finish line a quarter-mile away from where you just passed him.
Jesus.
From a standing start, the dragster had spotted you 200 miles an hour and not only caught you, but nearly blasted you off the road when he passed you within a mere 13-20 feet. Holy cow! Why did I must have put that down because that's kind of fun to. That was definitely interesting. Did you know the stock Dodge Hemi V8 cannot produce enough power to merely drive the dragster supercharger?
What the hell? Is that they use a Hemi V8? Like severely modified, obviously?
No, I don't know what they use, but that's crazy.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah, here. The engine used to power top fuel drag racing cars based on a second-gen Chrysler RB Hemi.
It's Hemi.
It retains basic configuration, 2 valves per cylinder activated by push rods. Damn. Could you imagine throwing a rod at 11,000 RPM or whatever the hell those things run?
I was reading. It said it's like 6 Gs at launch.
Dude, you'd throw a rod that would kill somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry, 11,000 horsepower. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's got some stones. I wonder how fast I could get to work.
Across that like 60-foot field behind you, probably like in.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Because the school says, where's the school in here? Sitting, come on. 121.
You would travel back in time.
Yeah, dude, if you go 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
This shows, I thought we were 600 feet. This shows that I'm 150 feet away from work.
I wonder if they count to like the edge of the like property line.
Yeah, maybe.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, it's nuts. But that's wild. 150 feet. Nice. Oh. But yeah, I think that's really all I got.
Nice. How's that ball game going, Dan?
Oh, I don't know. I stopped watching. Let's see.
Princeton was playing, right?
Princeton versus Creighton, yeah. Let's check.
Oh, it looks like Creighton's winning.
Got two before me? Wait. I'm at a commercial.
Number 6 ranked Creighton versus number 15 Princeton. 56 to 45. That's crazy.
Still never got into it.
Nah, whatever.
But I wanted to go to like a sports book in like Vegas during March Madness. Just I think it would be fun.
It'd be crazy. We when we were coming back, actually the year of the pandemic, when we were coming back, me and my coworker, we stopped at the one at the bottom of in our hotel, and he placed some bets on the brackets, because it was like it was like February we came back, and they were already taking bets for brackets and stuff.
Yeah, it was never my thing. Sorry, I'm watching a video. There was a West Reading, Pennsylvania, a multiple explosion at a chocolate factory.
Oh, I bet you it smelled awesome.
2 dead, 7 missing, and 6 hospitalized. Holy schmoly.
Wait a minute. Is that the same place where those 2 guys fell into the vat of chocolate?
That'd be all right. I'm in. Can I fall into a vat of chocolate?
So this was February. Mars Wrigley in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania.
Wrigley? Is this Hershey's?
Mars.
Wrigley?
Yeah, Mars Wrigley.
Is it Wrigley?
They fell into a vat of chocolate at a Mars M&M factory.
I bet you that was a boiling hot chocolate, or was it?
They survived apparently.
Oh, okay. Just like Willy Wonka.
It's a turf war, I told you.
Didn't the kid go down the tube though? Gus's gloop, wasn't he like flushed down the tube and got stuck?
Yeah, he pulled through. It's just a flesh wound.
And then what's her face also ate the snozberries.
There's a Drunken History episode that's really good about the chocolate wars, about how Snickers came about versus like M&Ms and stuff.
Well, like Hershey built the whole town of Hershey, Pennsylvania, to house all the workers. I thought, right? Wasn't that the big thing?
I think so.
Like he gave them like places to live and like schools and everything, just so they would like stay there, basically.
Just like the Manhattan Project.
Yeah, except I don't think they were looking at blowing up people.
I mean,
all right. I think someone behind that door is getting a little impatient.
Oh yeah, why is that?
They have something to say about.
She wants her chocolate.
Yeah, probably. No, I want chocolate.
Yeah, well, we're going on 2 hours, so we could probably call it here.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. Cool.
Atlanta.
Atlanta? What?
She doesn't even want to come on and do a guest cameo or at least a voice from, the across the room so nobody sees her.
Oh, no cap for real?
No cap. Shit, her drip.
That ass on these drips.
I was gonna say, I bet you got awesome drip on.
She can't get her drip right. She isn't feeling it. So I figure she.
Not so merch.
Nice.
She's sending me Justin.
Gone full circle.
Sending me Ice Cube from Friday. Like,
Ice Cube.
Thank God it's
Cool.
Friday.
Yeah. All right, I'm down with that. That's
All
cool. All right, guys.
Cool. Somebody watching or even thinking about it. Hopefully you don't eat, corn cobs on your pizza.
Oh, God.
We all need to unite against that evil.
Yes,
even
bring them down.
Pineapple people on your pizza. We need to unite, Chicago style, New York style. We need to unite against that monstrosity. So everybody watching, listening, let's get it. So thank you for listening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Bye, guys.